Yes, we will open it. Okay. All right. You're back here. Give me a while. Open your project. Open your project. And I have asked you a question even in our chat box. No, what I am asking? I am asking for if you have downloaded, extracted, corrected, and compiled the satellite imagery. Drop me in that order, whether Y or N, in pair of four, right? Drop me that answer. Okay. So what I will do, I will quickly go. Where am I? Yes. So I will go for adding layers. I'm adding raster layers. The satellite imagery that I have is in this particular folder. I go there, open this band 1, band 2, band 3, band 4, band 5, band 6, band 7. Open them, add them, and then close. Right? These are the band data that I have. Now let's think that it is corrected data. I wonder how many of us have already done that exercise wherein we correct the bands, right? So right now what I will do is I will go ahead for making a composite layer out of it. So I go to raster, then to miscellaneous tools. In miscellaneous tools, I go to build virtual raster. If we have yet not done our um, compiled data, then we do this. While I am doing it, try doing it. Build virtual raster. That is what I do. Next, I have to give all the seven bands. I select them all and I click OK. So all of them have come here. What do I want? I want the highest resolution, right? And I want to place each input file into a separate band. Correct? Then I move down and I go for saving this particular file because I don't want to save it as a um, I don't want to go for saving it as a different in a temporary file. So I go for replacing this because I have already made it. I'm just repeating the process and I run. Right? I have run this and now I have the file. I right click on this. I go to properties. Then I choose. I wanted to display a. I wanted to display a true color composite. So I go for 4, 3, 2. That will give me a true color composite. I apply and I say OK. Right? Where are the others? Okay. So we have made a composite, right? Today's exercise is making a map out of all these bands. So yet again, we will go here. Let me just take the link that was shared with you yesterday. The link was Yeah. All right. So these are the band composite combinations that I am interested in. I hope you can see me. That should get you involved. All right. So these are the band composites that we will try mm, making a map with. Okay. I go here and I go to. Okay, just drop me saying that you have made a composite. Come and drop me a Y if you have made a composite. Let's be there. Come and drop me a Y if you have made a composite. Everybody should have a composite. Only then we will move ahead. Or some of us will be left behind. Let's not go that way. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Can you please repeat the composite part? Yes. Let's repeat the composite part. So what do I do? I have already brought all these seven bands, right? Imported them into my platform. Next, I go to raster. Under raster, I go to miscellaneous tools. Very simple. Miscellaneous tools. Under miscellaneous tools, I go to build virtual raster. Right? Once this panel opens, I see that so far no layers have been added to this particular tool. Zero inputs. So I have to select the inputs. What I want to select, I want to select all these bands. That is band 1, band 2, band 3, band 4, up to band 7. Right? I don't want to add this composite because I am remaking, doing it yet again. So then I have selected all of them, whichever I required. I click OK, right? After that, this tool is asking me what should be the resolution. I don't want it to be average. I want the highest resolution, right? And I want to place each input file into a separate band. This is what I will check. Highest resolution and place each input file into a separate band, right? Once this is done, I go all the way down to this virtual, because right now the data is virtual. That means what? It is not saved in my system. It will only be made, and the moment I close the project, the file will also be gone. So I don't want that to happen. I want to save the file. So I come here to virtual, these three dots, I click them, and I don't want to save it as a temporary file. I want to save the file. So I choose save file, and then I give it a name, composite from 1 to 7. See, this was my satellite data where I have made one more folder using this new folder, and I have named this particular folder process. That means whatever data I create, I will be adding it here. So I double click, open it, and I give it a name. The name that I have given is composite 127 and save. Right? Replace it? Yes, because I already have it. No, so system is asking me whether I want to replace it. Yes, as good as I'm making a new one, and then I run. Are you ready with this? Are you ready to run it? Tell me if you are anywhere stuck. Anybody else who wants me to explain it yet again? So we go to this tool, raster. Under raster, miscellaneous. Under miscellaneous tools, build virtual raster. This is the one that I am looking for. Build virtual raster. Right? Anybody wants me to wait? Come and drop me a W if you want me to wait. Add all your seven files. Resolution that we select is highest, and we tick mark, place each input file into a separate band. Then we go for saving the file, right? We go for saving the file, and then we are ready to run. The run will be illuminated blue. Are you here? The small crowd. Right? Anybody wants me to wait, or shall we go ahead? Shall I go ahead? Drop me a Y. Paushali, shall I go ahead? Yes. Okay. So we run it. Everybody should have a composite file now. Okay. Don't wait that you will watch the video and then you will do it. Do it right away. So the process is complete. So I close it. My band is here. Right now, how many of you have band? Okay, those of you who have, fine. Those who don't have a composite file, have not made it as of yet, come and drop me a n. Come here and drop me a n. Rest of us will play with these bands. Look at this. Okay. Mayura, do you have, okay, that WinRAR is installed? WinRAR is installed. Wait, let me give some instructions to the rest of us. Those who have completed composite band, try to work with this. Try to work with this. I'm just copying them and pasting them in our chat box. Okay. Try playing with these bands, these combinations. Work with these combinations, keep changing, put it into 432, then 764, then 543. Do this. Okay, coming back to Mayura. Have you installed WinRAR, Mayura?
Yes, ma'am, I have installed.
Yes. Okay, great. So now what we do, we go to that particular file. Give me a second. Okay. So see here, Control C and desktop. Here I will paste this one. Okay. So what you do, right click on this zip file. You have a zip file, right? Right, Mayura? You have a zip file, isn't it?
No, ma'am, .exe file is downloaded.
It's a it. No, no. That WinRAR, did you not install it? You have to double click on it so that it starts installing, right?
Yeah, it is
Double click
installed.
on. Okay. Okay. Once
Installed,
it is
but
installed, no, you go. Tell me. Tell me.
it is, ma'am, showing that it is already installed. I think done
Okay, it's
every
installed,
install.
no?
I have installed.
Okay,
Hmm.
all right, all right. So we go to that file, this file that you have downloaded, isn't it?
One second, ma'am.
Right. Yes.
Which file,
Take
ma'am?
your time. The file, no, the
Okay,
satellite imagery. Yes, the
okay,
.tar,
.tar.
tar file.
.tar.
Yes. Okay. Select
Now
it.
it is becoming
Select
red.
it.
It has become red color
Yes.
now.
Okay. Right click on it. Right click on that file. Select it and right click on it.
One second, ma'am. One second. One second, ma'am.
Yes. Take your time.
Right click and
Right click and you see these options. You can see my screen, no?
open with. Yes, yes.
Yes, open with, and this time in RAR.
Win RAR. Okay.
Yes, okay, and say
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay, in my
Yes, I
display
have
this,
done.
you say yes. Okay. Once now,
Hmm.
does it look like this? Is it looking like this?
Yes.
Yes, correct. Okay.
Hmm.
So we click on this extract to. Click on it,
Extract. Hmm.
right? Click no.
Yes.
Click no.
Then,
Now say okay. Just say okay. Don't change anything. Just say okay.
okay. Okay.
Okay. Just say okay, and it will ask follow already exists. Yes to all. Okay. In my case, it is coming. Otherwise, in your case, it must be already um, working out. Right? Done. Done. So it must
Yes,
have created
extracted,
a
ma'am.
folder with the same name.
In the same
Right?
folder, no?
Yes. 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 It must have created a folder. They like this yellow folder, right?
Yes. Yes. folder.
Okay, so close this RAR window, no? Close it down. Okay, close it down. Where is your folder now? Is it in your working directory, that folder that we have made separately in which we are keeping all the
Yes,
files?
yes,
Yes,
in
okay,
working
great,
directory only.
great. Yes, so now what we do, we find this corresponding file, open it, and we see that all our files will be there. Okay, it will take a little longer, but it will be loaded. See that all the files are there, right?
1 second, ma'am. I think it's
Yes,
working.
yes, take your time. Yes, you take your time. Okay, rest of you, please play with these colors. The pen combinations I have sent you. If you want to see natural color, go for 432. False color 764. Color infrared to display vegetation, or to make vegetation distinct, make it 543. For agricultural areas to be highlighted 652. Do all this, right? Healthy vegetation 562. Land
Ma'am,
and
24
water both of.
files.
Yeah, okay. 24 files that we are not bothered about. So we come to our QGIS platform. Come here. Do you know how to import the layers? We go to
Yes, I think.
layers. We say add
Layer and
layer and
add layer and raster layer. And all
yes,
select
very
all the
good.
TIFF images. Select
Yes,
all the TIFF
select all
images,
the
no?
seven images. No, band 1 to
Yeah,
band 7 we have to select.
but TIFF images, no?
Yes, the TIFF images, the TIF files, and then add them. Okay. Yeah, just do that. Okay. Rest of you, how is the progress about changing the band combination? Is it going well? Is it going well? Come and drop me a Y. If you are able to change the combination, band combination, come and drop me a
Ma'am, there
Y.
are, excuse me, ma'am. There are 11 TIFF images. Shall I
Yes, there
upload
are
11
11.
or I have to
Yes,
upload 7?
correct. Yes, you have
How
to
many?
take from band 1 to band 7. That is 7
7.
TIFF bands. Band
Okay, I
1
will.
to band 7.
Okay, I have opening it now.
Yes,
I have
okay.
to add now.
Yes, add them. Okay. Make a composite out of them. Will you be able to make a composite out of them? Rest of you, are you
After
comfortable
adding,
with changing the colors?
after
After
adding,
adding,
what
we
I have
have
to
to
do?
make a composite. We have to make a composite. How do we go about making a composite? We go to raster. Okay. Under raster, we go to miscellaneous. Under miscellaneous, we go to build virtual raster.
Mm-mm. 1 second, ma'am.
See this?
I have
Yes,
had
yes.
that
You.
tape images. Then I have
Oh,
selected the option as add, and then I have to close that
yes, close
window.
it down. Close it down. You ensure that
Okay.
you don't click that add multiple times, because if you click add multiple times, then it will come multiple times. All the images will also come multiple times. So that you have to avoid. Just scroll down and see how many images you have added. See, rest of you also have to talk to me. Like Mayura is taking proactive steps in asking me for her doubts. No, you also have to do that, right? Or otherwise, it will just feel like me and Mayura are talking. So come and drop your
Ma'am,
doubts. Yes,
I've
tell me,
added two
Mayura.
times. I have added two
Oh,
times.
okay, just remove all of them. Remove all of them.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, remove all of them and this time add them only once. Okay. Okay, rest of you, have you made attempt in changing the color? Have you made any? attempt at changing the colors? Are you able to do it? Come and drop me a Y. If you are able to change it into this combinations 432 764, if you are able to do it. Yes, okay, great. All right. Is it showing you any changes? Anybody else who could also do it or could not do it? Come and drop me a Y or an N. Interact. If you don't interact, I don't know what is the problem that you are facing. Right. Moira added? All the data is added?
No, no, ma'am. I'm removing it one by one. Just
Oh,
wait,
just
or
select.
else you can go ahead.
Yeah, shall I go ahead? Okay. So I go to miscellaneous tools, build raster layer. I am selecting all my 7 bands. I am saying okay. Then I am choosing highest resolution, place each input file into a new separate band, and then I am saving this particular file, saving it permanently. Which is the folder? The folder is this 14847 path. Right here, what I am doing, I am making a new folder and I am naming it processed, right? Then I'm double clicking, opening it here, giving it a name, composite underscore band 1 to band 7. I'm not giving it any extension. EQGIS will automatically take it. I say save, right? And then I run it. Okay, it's completed. I close it down. Okay, so this is what I see. Now what do I do next? I change this band composition. I change this to 4, 3, 2. Apply. Okay. Mayura, can you see this file? Can you see this?
Yes, I can
See this?
see. Yes, I can see.
Okay, which is that area? Is it of your interest?
I think
Is
it
it
is
of your
Mumbai.
interest?
Mumbai. Yes,
Oh,
this is
oh,
Mumbai
oh, it
location.
is Mumbai. Oh, it is Mumbai. Correct. 764. 764. I'm trying this combination. 764 for urban areas. Apply. Okay. So this is the urban area. See, it has become purple now. All right. Good to go. Now, coming to what we are doing today. Everybody go to project. Go to project. Right? We go to project and we say new print layout. Click on this, or we can also press these two keys, control, hold on to control and press P. So new print layout, we are trying to print this particular map. So what do I say here? I call it Mumbai. Okay, and I say okay, done. So it has opened me a new uh, panel over here, right? So it has given me a page also there. If I want to change that particular page, I can zoom in on that page. I can zoom in, zoom out. Okay. Now, if I want it to be in, what is that? This is an A4 size. You can change the size over here of that particular page, of this page. You can change the size. I want it to be A4, and let's say I want it in portrait size. So I can make the changes. The orientation can be changed. Right now I'm interested in making it a landscape, right? So I have made a landscape. How many of you have opened this now? Opened this now? You can name your layout, anything that you want. Did I
Excuse
add
me,
or?
ma'am.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, I have uploaded those bands. After that,
Okay.
you can tell me the procedure. If you want to complete this, you can complete first, and later on you
No,
can
you
tell
go to
me the
raster.
next.
Go okay. Go to
Okay.
raster. Go to raster. Rest
Okay.
of you just do this. Do this, and drop me a Y. Meanwhile, I will just come back from Mayura. Okay. Go to raster, dear.
Yes. Yes.
Raster. Under
Then
raster, miscellaneous. Under
Yes. Then.
miscellaneous, build virtual raster. Click on it.
Yes.
Open it.
Then.
Okay. Now here
Then.
input layers. Click on these
Mm.
three dots. Do you see all your
Uh,
7 bands there?
1 second. Yes.
Yes? Okay. Select them and select all the 7 bands.
Six,
Okay.
seven. Yes. Selected.
Okay. Click OK.
Click OK. OK.
Okay.
Then.
Under resolution, do you see average?
Yes. Highest
Drop it
resolution.
down and
Then
say highest.
highest. Then.
And then place each input file into a separate band. Click this.
Uh, 1 second. What to click?
Place each input file into a separate band.
Okay. I've
Right?
clicked
Click
that.
it.
Huh. Yeah. Tick mark.
Okay,
Huh.
done. Now you see this
Done.
virtual.
Yes.
Okay, come here at the end of that vacant bar. Here, click.
Mm. Huh.
Do you see these two options? Save to a temporary file and save to file.
Yes. Save to
Click
file.
save to file. Okay,
Hmm.
and then give it a name. You are making a composite from 1 to 7 then. So give it that name.
Okay.
Composite underscore 1 underscore 7. You can give however you want the name, but right now follow this so that later you will develop how
One,
to
two,
nomenclature,
seven.
how to go about this nomenclaturing, and then you can follow your trick.
Yeah,
Okay,
composite 1 to 7. After that,
done. Then
hmm.
save. But you have made this process folder, no? See, come to this particular file of yours. See what is the
Okay,
title,
I
what
have
is the
not
name
done.
here. See,
I have
which
not
is the file here.
prepared.
Make that folder. See, using this
I have
option, you
not.
have to go to that folder. Yeah. I got it. So you have to find that and just open a processed file. Make a new folder inside it. Name it
Yeah, I have
processed.
processed. I have made folder and the
Okay.
saved
Then now
file.
double click so that you enter that processed file folder. Make a file composite 1 underscore 7.
Mm. Again, I will save the file.
Yes. Save it. Do you want to? I have to replace that file. Okay, and then say run. Once you save it, say run so that it runs. This 0% will turn into 100% and display and reflect back saying completed. Ready to run? Run, Mayura.
I have saved now in the processed folder, and
Okay. Then
I have to run now.
yes, run Karya. Run. Okay, it says completed. Complete. Right? Has that color image
It
come
says
there?
completed.
See here. Color image has come.
1 second, ma'am. I will check. This window has came. Whatever is it is showing now in yours.
Okay. Save. Then run. And complete is coming, no? So do you see this color
Yes,
image
complete
there?
is.
Color
Which
image.
one? Backside. Backside, na?
See here. Yes. Composite 1 7. Do you see that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. So close this. Close it.
Yes, done, done,
Done.
done, ma'am.
Done. Okay,
Hmm.
great. All right. So then next what do we do? Just follow up quickly, because you have to finish this particular task. Project under project. Quickly check and
Yes,
do this. Project under project, we go to new print layout. Click on it. Then it
yes,
will ask you to
yes,
name that particular print layout. Name it whatever you want. Give it your name for now. Okay, such that this thing
yes,
opens. And then we go to see the page will open now here. Then you go to item properties. Go to
one
item
second.
properties.
Yes, done. Item
Under
properties.
item properties, check this size.
Hmm.
I want my folder, my file to be in A4. So I am making it A4 and I am putting it in a landscape mode. Okay. Okay. So everybody is on the same page now. Let's move ahead. Mayura, are you there? Here on
Yes,
landscape portrait.
yes. Where is the layout option, ma'am?
Layout option.
A4
Under
A4
project, no.
option, item
A4
properties.
option
Okay,
is
in item.
size. Size. Yes, item property size. Okay, all right.
Item.
Now let's do it. We have to add an item. All of you. Add an item. What is the item that I
Ex-
want to add? I
Ma'am,
want to add a map.
hello, ma'am.
Sang sang. So sang sang sang.
Ma'am, it is not showing any item properties.
Item properties, it might be showing layout, no? Right next to it, we have item
Yeah, only
properties.
layout it is showing.
Item properties, it is not showing. You don't have
Showing
a page
nothing.
here. Do you have a page here?
Yeah, I have a page. But
You have a
now
page.
I have a two options only, layout and guides. Only two options are coming.
Layout and guides. Item properties is not there. Uh,
No, not there.
Item
Option not there.
properties panel. Okay, go here to view. Anybody else has the same issue? Go to view. Go to this
Yes.
view. You see this view.
Hmm.
Under view, go to where it was panels. You see these panels,
Hmm.
toolbars and panels. You
Yes.
go to panels. Under
Yes.
panels, you
Yes.
will have
Yes.
item
Yes.
properties. Tick it on.
Yeah, tick mark.
Tick it on. Yes. Now item
Yeah.
properties have come. Okay. So change that
Uh,
A4, whatever size
but
you
it
want.
is
I want
blank,
it to be
ma'am.
A4 and density. Yeah. Let it be blank, my dear. Let it be blank. Blank as in
But the
item
option is
properties
not
is blank.
coming. Yeah, the option
Oh,
is not there. Like you have to select A4, na? That option is not coming.
size is not there. Item properties, did you check in? This has to open. Do you have a
Yes,
page
yes,
here?
item. Yes, item properties, it is showing blank only.
How is it? Okay, fine. Hold on. We will just move ahead so that everybody does something and then we will come back and solve the doubt. Okay. Now, let's add an item. What is the item that we are adding? We are adding a map. Okay. So now you can draw a box. All right, we can draw a box. I'm drawing a box. Did I draw a box? If I zoom in, I see that whatever is displayed in this particular platform or here on the wireframe or in the canvas has also come here, right? Right? Just come and drop me a Y if you could do this. I have gone to add item and I have said add map. So my cursor turned plus, right? Now what do I do? I draw a box, right? That is what I am doing. Okay. Now this is the second, no? Mine, this is second. So what do? I'll just quickly bring it here and I will make it of the same size. So there I have some guidelines also, no? So I'm just doing that. Okay, I'm just doing that. I'm just ensuring that it has both of them have the same uh, dimensions. That is all that I am doing. Okay, you just make one. Okay, I have two. So I have map 1 and map 2, right? My map 1 is in what combination? It is in 764 combination. I will zoom in so that you will be able to see this. Now, let's say Mayura, I want to go to only Mumbai area. All right. So what do? I will change this scale. Right now, how much it is? Some 32, 39, 47, 0. This is the scale that I see for map 1, right? Map 1 is bold. That means I am able to make changes on map 1. If I go to map 2, my box will also change. Right now you might be having one. So second one also we will add later. So don't worry. Map 1, I am making changes to item properties over here. I am changing scale. Let me change this 3 to 4, right? And then I click on the map rotation. I'm not making any changes. I'm just moving there so that these changes become applicable. Now, if I say 42, then I'm zooming out of the map, right? So what do? I go down. I make it 32 again. I come here, so I get to go zoom inside. Then I change it to 20. let me make this 12. So I'm going 10, 10 down. So what is happening? I'm repeatedly able to move in. Now what I will do, I will take this pen layout. Okay, I will check this, take this pen layout. I get a hand cursor. What do I do? Oh no, not this. I take this. Move item content. This is the one that I have to take. And what do I do? I drag this Mumbai area because that is what right now I am interested in. Mayura, this is specifically for you. So what do? We bring it to the center, and now I feel I also want to, let's say, zoom in further, no? Then I can do that. Let's say I make this 10. You understood, no, what I am referring to? Okay, so this is
Yes,
what I
ma'am.
am doing.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Then I'm slowly taking this and bringing it again to the center. I don't do like this, so that what happens, this wedging is seen. So I want it to be seen as a continuous layer. That is why I bring it here. Good enough. Now if I want to change the rotate the map, I can do it here. Right now my north is aligned with this vertical side, okay, or the right side or the left side of my map. But if I want to change it, I can do it. I can rotate this map by 90 degrees such that even the north arrow will move. Okay, that is what is happening. So you center this particular map using this tool, which says move item content when I hover my mouse pointer over it. How many of you could scale it wherever you want, whichever area that you found is important? You want to make a map for that particular region on the satellite image, go ahead and make it, and come here and drop me a Y if you could do it. Okay, come here and drop me a Y if you could do this. Maybe scale to an area, that is using this, no, keep changing these numbers, scale it. You take your time, it takes a little longer, I understand that. Take your time. Also note this value down. Okay, maybe take a paper and a pen and write that value down. Let me also bring a pen. Okay, so I have a pen and a paper. What I am doing, I'm just writing down this scale because I want the same scale to be applicable. 1039470, your unique value also you note it down. How many of you could do this? How many of you could do this? Come and drop a Y so that I know that you could do this. If you're stuck somewhere, you have to tell me. Come on, I don't understand. You are. Can you please repeat how to add the map? Yes, definitely. Let's repeat how to add a map. I must have not done that. Okay. Alright. I will just zoom out. Okay. Where is that?
Ma'am, how to delete this map?
Which map?
Whatever the box is. First map only.
First map. You want to delete? Give me a second. Okay. So how do I add a map? I come here, add item, and I go to add map, right? Such that this cursor turns into a plus sign. Now I want to add a map. So what I will do, make a box first, right? Once I make a box, I am bringing it aside, right? This is how whatever is displayed here in this project, no, will become visible here. Next, what do? I take this move item content. What do? I zoom in on this map so that I can zoom in, zoom out. Okay, so the scale is changing. See, that is what is happening. Go to the region that you are interested in. Let's say I am interested in this, maybe outskirts of
Ma'am, I
Mumbai.
couldn't zoom
So what
in.
do? Yes, tell me.
Ma'am, I couldn't zoom in the map.
Okay, for that we have to change the tool, no dear. Move item content. This is the tool that we will have to use. Move item content. Okay. Take that tool such that it becomes gray boxed, It comes into a gray box, it gets highlighted into gray color, and then you can bring your cursor over the map and point it at the area that you are interested in. Let's say I am not interested in Mumbai, I am interested in this outskirt areas. I don't know what those areas are. So I zoom in. I go there, right? I have to point there, whichever area I am interested in, and zoom it to the level that I want to draw a map at. Okay, and note down that scale. Note down this number because you would require it for the map, the kind of map that we are making. Okay, so now what do I do? Now what do I do? I zoom in. Okay, this is the next map that I have made. See, map 1, map 2. You can add number of map, whatever that you want. Now, what do? I know that for this particular map, I double click and that map gets selected, map 2. What is the scale? This is the scale. I have, let's say, noted it down. This is not the scale that I wanted. The scale that I wanted is this number 1039470. This is the scale that I wanted. And for this also, I want the same one. Okay, map to 1043. I just copy this. Come here. How many of you have added two? How many of you have added two? Tell me. Anybody who added two maps? Come and drop a Y. Okay, all right. Uh, okay. So this is one for just give me a second. What is happening? I don't know. Okay, so this is the value that I want to change. Okay, so now both these maps are at the same scale, maybe not at the same location. So for that, what do? I use this move the content and I just move it as per my requirement. I want it to be something like this, and I move this layer as well such that both of them seems identical. Okay, see that both of them looks almost identical. That is what I am doing. Okay, now done. Now I can lock these maps so that I won't change them, but both of them right now are showing the same band composition, which is 764. So what I will do, I know that my map 2 is this, right? Map 2 is this, so I will lock that particular map. Okay, map 2, you see a small lock there, I have locked it. That means I won't be able to make any changes to it. Let's make it invisible also. Oh, this is map 2. My god. This is map 1. Give me a second. Let me just figure out which is okay. This is map 1. I have locked it. I have locked this map 1 and I am making it invisible. I don't want to see it. Okay. Now let me make changes to this map 2. This is my map 2. Right? In my map 2. Let me make some changes to that map 2. See here, item properties of map 2. Now what do? I go back to my canvas and this time I take a different combination. So earlier I had taken 764, which was highlighting my city area. This time let me make it a color infrared, that is for vegetation. 543. So what do? I change this to 5, 4 and 3. Tell me if I am not structured, okay? If I am not telling you this properly. So this is changed. So here what will happen? If I come and click on this map, here also that same band composition will be seen, right? I have changed it there. Now it has come. Now you see this map has not changed. Why? Because I have logged it. And the second map, I have changed it to the different band composition. Okay. So my map one is what? It is showing me the urban area, that is 764. That is the band composition. For the second map, what is the band composition? 543. Remember this, okay? Slightly moved it. Let me just bring it back to whatever here. Slightly this side, slightly up. Okay, all right. Great. Have you done this? How many of you could make this? I'm also locking my map too, so that there won't be any more changes. Come and drop me a Y if you could do this. Make two maps with a different band composition. It is the same band composite that we are using, isn't it? However, here we can see uh, population, that is settlement area, built up land, and here we can see vegetation land. Am I clearly audible to you, or am I too loud? My voice is breaking your ears. Something like that is happening. Drop me a N at least. Drop me a Y or an N. You want me to repeat a particular process? Please tell me. Okay, let me add another map. You take your time in typing your question. So I go here, add another map. I want to make multiple ones. So what I am doing, I am making another one. If you want to maintain this dimension, see what I am doing. I am taking this add map and then uh, converting this cursor into this plus, and I'm taking the same corner, dragging it such that I get guided that yes, the same size I have made, right? So then next what do I do? I hold it and bring it aside such that now I have separated it from the previous one, right? And I keep it at some distance such that it can be uh, changed. What has happened here? All of them have changed. Give me a second. Map one. So my map one, let me just change this. I come back here. What was the band composite that I needed? 764. 7, 6, 7, 6, 4. Okay, apply. Okay. Then I come back here, click on it. That has changed there also and here also. Okay, let me just lock my map 1. I will lock my map 1 there, as well as I will lock it here. Layer, lock layer. Okay, and locking the styles of the layers also. Okay, that is what I am doing. See here, layers. In map 1 properties, I am locking that layer here as well. Okay, now next I go to this map 2, and I go back to my canvas where I will change the band composition to that of 453, which will show me my vegetation. So I make it 543, 5 4 3. Okay, and then I apply. I say okay. I come back here and just click on it. If I click on it, then it will be changed. What's happening? Let me just change this. Give me a second. Try doing this so that you also face the same problems that I am. What has happened? Everything is locked. I tried deleting it only. Okay. Let me bring this to the same extent. I'm zooming in. What should be my value here? It should be this 103,947. This is the value that I have chosen. 103. Okay, I just make it like this such that it gets applied, and then I take this and move my map such that it becomes identical with that of this, the other map. It's become identical, and now I will just lock it here. This time I'm not taking any chances, and I'm just locking the layer. Okay, I'm locking the styles, locking layer, locking the styles also. So map 3, earlier it was map 2, that map 2 I have deleted, so this is also changed, right? This is how it is seen. Next is I will add another map. Okay, both these are locked, everything is locked. So now I'm not expecting it to change, so I have made another. Now I bring this aside and keep it away, slightly away, and then I go back to my this file where I will change the band composite yet again, and this time I want agricultural land to be seen. And what is the band composite? It is 652. So I click here, make it 652, right? And I say apply, I say okay. So this time I can see my agricultural areas are highlighted. Then what do? I go here and just click on this, double click on it, double click, no, double click, come on, change. Double click, double click. Just click maybe a little aside somewhere else. Let me add another map that will solve my problem. Just to, no, I have not logged you. You have to 103,947. Okay, it has changed. So what do? Because that changes, no, it doesn't become applicable right away. That is what is happening. So you have to do some changes, something else, somewhere else you have to click so that that changes becomes applicable to that layer. Okay, that is what is happening. You will face this problem. It's just a routine problem in QGIS. All right. Could you make this? Anybody who made third map? See, I have made third map. Can you see it? Have you made one? I am locking this. I have locked this here. I am also not intending to take any chances, because of which I am also locking the layers here. Okay, I have locked it everywhere. Now you see that all these layers, none of them are changing. Right? 3 I have made. Are you following? Are you there with me?
Ma'am, the maps are changing back again. Ma'am, it doesn't lock.
Yes, lock it. Once you have obtained whatever changes that you were looking for, no, lock it. Where we will lock it? We will lock it here under this column, as well as we will lock it under layers here. See that? We will lock it here. Now, if you want
Can you
a
show that
very,
again?
yes, let's do it again. Okay, this is my map 4. Where is it? There is it. Let me just remove this. I will delete this. Okay. I go to add map. I say add map. I want my this block also of the same dimension that these 3 tiles are of. So what do? I hold this. Otherwise, I'm moving here. There is absolutely no guiding lines that are showing up. But the moment I reach this corner, no, it turns into a plus dotted extended one. So I drag it down until I make this adjustment. So a new map is created. Now what do? I drag it down and I bring it here. Okay, I stick it somewhere at a distance, slightly distant, so that such that this is made right. Okay, and now all of them others are all locked. So here what I am doing, I am going back to my canvas here, which map I am making a printable map format for layout for. So I come back here. This time I'm making a different one. That is, I am making one for healthy penetration. That is, sorry, healthy vegetation. That is 562. So I change this to 5, 6, and 2 already there. So I apply and say okay. So has it changed? So this time what is happening? 562 is healthy vegetation. I see healthy vegetation in this particular. So you see here, no, this vegetation is healthy. Wherever it is a darker yellow tone, no, it is all healthy vegetation. You will see mangroves here, which are very healthy, right? That is what we see. Now, all around, no, wherever mangroves are there, everything will appear healthy. Now what do? I come back here, right? I go here. Just add some random map such that you can make those adjustments, because at times, no, in QGIS what happens is that you are not able to do the changes. So just click slightly away such that those changes become visible. Okay, right now see the previous one itself I see there. That is a problem. Oh no, 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 this is a different one. All right. So what do? I take this tool and I zoom in, zoom out, wherever, whatever I want to do. But I have already decided that my scale is going to be this. What is the scale? 1039470. I'm making all the tiles identical. That is what is my intention, because I want the same extent of my area to be seen. I see that this particular river, no, slight of its other bank is seen. That is why I'm adjusting it this way. And then you see this curvature of the river, I am maintaining it everywhere. See that I am maintaining it everywhere. So that brings me to whatever that correctness of exhibiting the tile that I have. Now there is another way of doing it. What you can do, you can go to this extend, note this x minimum, y minimum also along with the scale, such that you get an identical map tile. You understood me? Like how we are using this scale, adding it there such that the required zoom level is attained. You can also fix that particular map tile, make it identical in dimension using this extents. So note down this x minimum, y minimum, x maximum, y maximum. Note it down in your notebook, and then every time you make a new tile, add these values along with the scale to it, such that it becomes completely identical. Okay. Now, next, this has happened. I will just keep this one. I will log this one, so that I don't make any changes. This is my map 5, I think. So I'm just locking it. I'm coming down here. Use the scroll bar. Otherwise, again, you will feel trouble. So lock layers and lock styles for layers as well. Everything I am locking. Okay. Now what do? If I want to add another layer, I will go ahead and add another layer. But right now, I am not adding any more layers. Okay, you can add however, how much, whatever you want. Good enough.
Ma'am, what
Good
option do
enough.
you select to lock the layer part?
Yes. To lock the layers, what do we do? We see that map 5 is selected here under map properties. Map 5. We can lock it here, as well as to ensure that yes, correct, I have locked it. You go to layers and say lock layer, tick it on. And then lock styles for layers, tick it on. Right? Do this. Good enough?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, great. So now what do? I want to just move this map 5, okay? So I will turn this and then just maybe move it. And I don't want to move it like this. I want to move it like the other way. That is, let's just lock it. Lock styles for layer, lock layers. Let me just move it. Fine. Come on, just get selected. Where is it? Control Z. Give me a second. Okay, let it be there for now. But I'm not able to turn that. Okay, now go back to add item. Here what I will do, I want to add a label. What is the label that I want to add? I want to new item properties. This much. Okay, fine. This much. Uh, cut this. Add dynamic text. Let's go here. Add dynamic text. So here what I will choose, I will choose layout name. Name for which layout? So I will just name it here. It's again, it's just not ready to edit. Okay, let me try editing here. What is the first map that I chose? The first combination is false color composite, which is 765. Let me name it false color composite. What is the band composition? It is band 7, then band 6 and band 4. This is the band composition, right? So then what do? I come back here, adjust this, okay, adjust this and bring this over here, right? So I'm bringing it over here. I want to change its properties. Maybe I want to change its font. I can change this here, right? Font size I can change here. Scroll down. If you want a frame for it, you can give it a frame. If you don't want a frame, check this off. There are multiple options. However you want to change it, you can change it. Font, let me check this font and font style. I would like it if it is in Times New Roman. So I go for Times New Roman. I am changing it to Times New Roman. You want to make it bold? Go ahead and make it bold. Where it is? Let me just try here. Select all that. Go here to this font. Bold. Come on, make it bold. Make it bold. I want its size also to be a little bigger, maybe 14. Let me extend it such that it becomes visible. I bring it here and stick it there. Okay. Do this. Control C, Control V. Then again I can change. Now this time it is what? The next one was color infrared for vegetation. So this is color infrared for vegetation. Color infrared for vegetation. What is the combination this time? It is 5 4 3. So 5 4 and then 3, right? Likewise do this. It has the same thing, no? We need not change it as well anymore. It's done. It is all identical. The titles are also identical. So Control C, Control V yet again, and here we chose the next one, which is agriculture 652. So this is agriculture. Here we will change it. Agriculture. And this time it is. If you don't ask me your doubts, no, I am worried whether you will walk out of the course with those doubts. That is the only concern that I have. Agriculture 652. So I'm changing it to 6 5 and then 2, right? That's all. I come back here and it has been changed. I bring it, I stick it right in the middle maybe. Okay, done. Similarly, I will do it for Control C, Control V. That's what I'm doing. Okay, then I stick this also here. And which is this one? This is healthy vegetation. That is 562. So this is healthy vegetation 562. Healthy vegetation 562. 5, then 6. Anybody is facing any problem? Come and drop me a Y if you are facing a problem. 562. If you are stuck somewhere, I'm right over here. You have to speak of your problems. I will slightly adjust this. Let me bring it right in the center. That will be better. Then I bring this up. Keep it there. Arranging it. Let me lock all these. All this dynamic text also I am locking them. Why I am locking it? Because I don't want it to change later. So this healthy vegetation, let me just move it slightly to the center and then yet again lock it. I am locking everything such that it won't change anymore, right? Okay, good enough. Let me still know this 10 5. I'm just bringing it a little up and you'll get to understand why. Okay, let me lock everything. Now I'm here. I will slightly unlock this map 5. This map, no, I have unlocked it right now because I want to add some grid to it. And to add a grid, I scroll down into the item properties for this map file. Your map must be having a different number. So you choose for which map you want to give latitude, longitude. I want to give latitude, longitude to this map. I could do it for this and this style as well, but right now because of time limitation, we are doing it only for one map, and then you repeat for it for all the tiles. Okay, so we come here and what do? We go to grids. We have to unlock it first. Okay, and I want to add a new grid. So add a new grid. So to this grid, I will modify. I want to modify this grid. What kind of grid do I want? Frame and annotations only. That means I will get only the values and the markings. That's all that I will get. Interval. Let's say I want the intervals to be in terms of map units only. Okay. And the interval will be, let's say, x is not 1 degrees, maybe 35.5 degree. And here also 0.5 degree. I can change it later. Definitely, I can do that. Okay. I want a frame, so I will make a exterior ticks one. Exterior ticks, frame thickness, frame margin, and all those other things also you can choose. I am choosing all the sides. So left side also I will have some grid, top, right as well as bottom. Everywhere I will have some grid. And draw coordinate. Once I click this draw coordinate, no, once I click this draw coordinate, the coordinates will get populated here. What we can do, we can zoom in onto this map and we can check what has happened. Okay. It's taking a little longer to load. How many of you could do this? Just comment drop a Y if you could do this. You have to finish this exercise, no, or you will get bored. I'm wondering that many of you got bored and have left already. Have some patience so that we complete that exercise. Come and drop a Y if you're still there at it, doing. Okay, alright. It's taking a little longer, so it's loading. Okay, I will change this because all of them seem to be overlapping one another. So let me just make slight changes. So I again select this map, that is map 5. Now my system is hanging a little because there are too many data there, no? So that might happen. Okay. Let me go to grid. I have made a grid. Let me again modify this grid. Okay. Let me modify this grid, and this time I would like it if the interval is maybe 0.1 degree. 0.1 degree. Let's see if I get more. So 0.1 degree. Okay. It's taking long, huh? Still that is map unit. I will change this. Use map CRS. That is it is using UTM. So let me change this CRS coordinate system. What I am changing it to? I want to change it to WGS 84. Okay. Uh, Predefined CRS. Let me choose this one. Okay, seems great. All right, this is what I am doing. Then I go back. I've chosen this CSR. I've chosen it to be WGS 84. Earlier it must be UTM 43. I have changed it. Okay. Now I will make this 20 because it seems too dense populated, no? So I will just make it a little sorted. Seems sorted. Great. I come a little more down to this draw coordinates, and I see that the format right now is in decimal. Let me keep it something simple, maybe degree, minutes and seconds. Degree, minutes and seconds. So that is what it has changed into. Seconds are 0, so I will omit them and I will say only degree minutes, right? Degree minutes, and still there is something like this, so let me keep it degree decimal. That seems much better. All right, so the left one is horizontal. Let me align it along the border, so for which what I do, vertical ascending I am choosing such that it changed, you see. Then the right one also I want it to lie along the border, so I go to the right one which is also horizontal. Let me make it vertical ascending and see, it has been changed. Now you will see that often no, some maps don't have two sides. Let's say maybe the top one is not there and the right one is not there. How do you do it? You can go about doing it by this. See, right one I am disabling. So right one went. I want to disable the top one also, let's say. So I go for disabling that one as well, and I save some space such that what do I do? I bring this uh, information of this particular tile here, and now let me lock everything. Let me lock everything so that I won't change anything there. Good enough? Okay. Now next is adding a north arrow. Again I have to unlock this layer, select this, go to add item. Here I will add north arrow. Where is north arrow? Scale bar also I can add. Add arrow. Add north arrow. Let me add a north arrow. Let that come here. It has to come somewhere. The north arrow. Where is it? Add item. Add north arrow. Okay. There you go. I have added it. You have to just make that box such that it comes. North arrow has come. Open its properties, double click, just click on it, and then north arrow properties will open up. Okay, now what do? I change the type of symbol. I can choose what symbol I want. That I can do. Let's say I want which symbol. Let's not take something fancy. How many of you are still doing it? Come and drop me a why if somebody is doing it. If you have any other question, we can go on to that as well. While I am doing this, I can also sort out your problems, no, the problems that you are facing, or I will keep thinking that whether you are doing it or not, or that is the concern that I have right now. It's becoming slight one-sided. Okay, let me change whichever arrow that you want. No, you can take. Add symbols. This way, I mean, it is arrows. Whatever that you want, you can add here. Okay, arrows. Yeah, why I'm not getting, okay. Let this be there for now. You can play around with it. Okay. So this is the north arrow. Do you agree that it is applicable to all the maps? I agree that it is applicable to all the maps. Why? Because in every map, north is pointing along either left or the right side. So I'm keeping this north arrow over here. Let me keep it here. What else do we need in our map? We need a scale bar. Add item. What is that scale bar? Here, add scale bar. Let me add a scale bar here. Okay, let me add a scale bar. And the scale bar is here. So I bring the properties of this scale bar. Size I can choose. Uh, Let me choose a single box. Let it be single box. You can experiment with the other ones as well. So this is a 15-meter scale bar that I have. I can change its properties as well. Scale bar units are in kilometers. You can make it into meters. Not recommended, but that can happen. Number format, let's customize it. Category is number definitely. Decimal places, all right. Okay, whatever that you want to do, you can do it here. I'm trying to change its font. That is what I'm trying to do. Let me just look up display. Here also it is not there. Okay. Number format. Where is it? Hmm. Display rotation, font, display position, size. No, no, no. Item ID, no. Rendering position, size. Layout, no. Project, no. Logo, no. I cannot change its text. Okay, fine. I'm just not able to find that option to change it. Maybe that's not what it is doing. Maybe let's just put it in a frame. No, that is also not working. Background also not working. Okay, fine. So this is the scale bar that I have added. So what do? I bring it here and keep it here. So whoever wants to refer to this particular scale bar, we know that this is 15 kilometers. This is 7.5 kilometers, the solid section of it, and the blank section of it is also 7.5. So altogether it is 15 kilometers. Then we can have a reference, no? This is 15 kilometers. Good enough. What else do we want in our map? Is there anything else that you want in your map? One more
Ma'am,
thing.
can I have the map background as only
Yes,
roads and I blank map,
yes, let's
like
do
not
that.
this all vegetation and
Yes, okay, yes. Let's add a study area map, no, where Mumbai is located. That is what we will do. So I say add map and I make a map. Okay, let me make a map. This is my map. I come here. Okay, everything else is locked. See, I have logged everything else. That is what I have done. I have logged everything else except this map 6, which I am going to change. I come here, I make all these things invisible. I don't want any of these layers to be seen in my map. So I'm making it invisible. Whatever you are doing regarding the previous maps, just stop there and come here. Now I go to this HCMGIS. Under base map, I choose, no, not there. I go to download open data, and here I go to global administrative, no, not here, global administrative areas by country from GADM. This is what I am choosing. Just look at the hierarchy: HCMGIS, then download open data. Under download open data, global administrative areas by country from GADM. Right, this is where I go. I click there. Okay, the country that I am interested in is India. Right, India. Level of details that I want all the details. I will browse to the folder that I want it to be in, and I select folder. Okay, and I say apply. Once I say apply, it will ask me, tell me what is the data that I require to download. That I say okay, yes, and then I say apply. Let it download it. You need not say apply also. Wait until that apply option comes, highlights blue.
ma'am in browser, what did you select in browse?
In browse, you have to select the folder where you want that data to be saved. Right? Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yes. Okay. So we close this. You see, this map has come there. Right? Now what do? I come a little down. I don't want only the outline. I am rather interested in
Ma'am, mine is
this
showing
region.
error.
Tell me.
Mine is showing error. When I apply it, it's showing error.
Okay,
Execution
try
error.
again. That happens often. Try again. Some of us don't have, feel a little offended looking at this map, you know. However, these are the international boundaries that are accepted by the GADM. So don't take any offense in that. You can search for some other source where the complete Kashmir map is shown along with the POK and COK section. Okay. Some journals, essentially the Indian journals, won't accept a map like this because there is emotional sentiments that are attached with the map of India. So we have to search for another source of these international boundaries. That is what we have to do. Okay, but for now we will just work with this particular file because that is what is being visible here. Now what do? I am interested in showing this, right? But along with that, I also want to show Mumbai, isn't it? And Mumbai is essentially what is a district, isn't it? Mayura, am I right?
Yes, it's a district.
Yes. So now what do? I see that this seems to be Mumbai area. So what do? I come here. Do you see this tool? Select features by. So I take this such that it glows gray. And then I click on this Mumbai region. Okay. Just click on this Mumbai region. Double click is not working. Double click is not working. Select picture. Right click and say select picture. It is selecting everything. My God. What is it doing? It is not ready to get selected. We right click on this level 2 data. Okay, go to open attribute table and we search for what? We search for Mumbai. Arey, come. There's a problem with. Okay, let me just search for Mumbai. Maharashtra, Mumbai, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, JKLM, Mumbai City, Mumbai Suburban. Okay, Suburban I'm not interested in. I'm interested in Mumbai City. So I just select it like this. So once you select it like this, okay, that is suburban area, that is city area, okay, fine. Let me select both of them. Okay, I have selected both of them. Correct, Mayura? Right? Both Mumbai city and Mumbai
Yes, yes.
suburban area. Both I have selected. Okay. Now once I have selected this, I right click on this layer. Okay, and I say export. And what I want to export, I want to export and save the selected features. I want to save them as, let me give it a name. I am browsing and giving it a name. What is the name? I'm just calling it Mumbai. Okay, and I am saving it, right? Once I save it, I say okay, layer name fine, okay, okay. Now it has come in a different color. Do you see that? And that layer will also come here, Mumbai. That is how it will come there. Good enough? Okay. Now what do I do? I zoom out and I make this layer invisible, and the one that shows me the state, no, that I will make it visible. Now right now both of them are in pink color, so I right click here, go to properties and change this color to maybe a blue one that stands out. Okay, apply and then okay. All right. And let me change this color also, then later on you play with the colors, or right now also you can do that. I want to make this transparent. Okay, so for that I check this simple fill and go here and make it transparent and apply and then okay. So everything else has become hollow, and Mumbai is there. So what do I do? I go back to my layout. I see, oh, this has also changed. All right. Okay, that I will correct later. So here I come, and what do I do? I rescale it. And if I don't want to do that, I will choose this particular file. What do? I just zoom out. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, zoom out, such that I see India. Right? This is my India map. What can I do? I can also use this and then uh, adjust its dimensions, no, whatever that I want to be seen. Let me just adjust that, bring it a little there and align it. I will give it a frame because I want it to be seen, so I will check this frame. Good enough. Okay. If you want to make more changes, definitely go ahead and do that. Okay, let me add another map, and before that let me just lock this particular map. That is map 6. Map 6, I will lock it here also. 830. Okay. Then next, what do? I add another map, add map, and I add another map here such that this becomes visible. Everything else I have, hopefully this was map 6. No, it was map 5. Let me just see if I have not. This is why it is happening. I had not locked it, because of which it has changed. So I come back here. Okay, I go back to this canvas. Here what I will do, I know this is my Mumbai area, correct? No, now this time in my layout I want the Mumbai region to be seen. So what do? I take this tool yet again and zoom in until I reach Mumbai, right? Until I reach Mumbai. Let me make even Maharashtra visible such that it looks better. Let me extend this. Extend this, make it slightly larger, and then maybe move it such that the entire Maharashtra becomes visible. Good enough, right? Good enough. Seems like that blue color is not standing out, highlighted. So let me change that Mumbai color over here. Let me change that Mumbai color over here. Let me make it red. Hopefully it stands out. Apply. Okay. Alright, go back to your layout. Just click on it such that the changes become applicable there. Okay. Uh, we can also add a 3D shape. No, add 3D map, not 3D map. Sorry, add shape. Let me add a rectangle where here. Okay, this is where I will add a rectangle, and let me change its. I have chosen that rectangle. Let me choose this rectangle and style. Let me change its style. I want it to be transparent. Configure symbol. Fill color should be transparent. Where is the transparent color? Let's see, it is already transparent. No, it is not. A screen is not visible. Is that the case with everybody? Screen is not visible. Oh, come and drop me a why if screen is not visible. Screen is visible or not? Because I see that I am connected. That is why I'm asking. Am I visible? Visible. Okay. All right. So please check your connection. Maybe some network issue must be there, no? Okay. So rectangle. Let me just try to make it. Yes. Okay. Let me just try to make it. Oh, Mayura, have you made a composite? Are you trying to add these layouts?
No, ma'am. I only just made a composite, but I was stuck in the that item properties, and later on it was visible item properties. After that, you move ahead. So I have not made any maps. I just tried now
Oh,
one India map, but previous map I have in the project. The only single map was there previous. So I want to delete that map and I want to add India map. So that now
oh,
both maps are visible here. But how to delete this previous map, I don't know. It is
okay.
showing with India map only in backside.
Okay. All right. Okay. So map 7 that I'm interested in. Data. This always happens. Once you start working with QGIS, you will see that the free tools, no, they always come with something
I
that is
think
a
actually
little tricky.
it needs a practice. I think actually
Yes, yes, yes. It will definitely require
within
some practice, and it will also require repeatedly correcting yourself. You will see that the changes are not becoming applicable. So what we have to do, we have to repeatedly try different methods. So those bugs are still there, but good enough. If we are able to solve that particular thing, then it's good enough. Okay, so this map 7, I want to give it a frame. Page properties, map 7. Map 7. Okay, good. Now it has come. Let me give it a frame. And we see a box, right? The box is there. The box indicates presence of what? Presence of our Mumbai. Mumbai is located over here. This is India map. This is where Maharashtra is located. We can also put another box there to Maharashtra, indicate this map, and then within Maharashtra, this is where Mumbai is located, and mark Mumbai, and these are the three tiles, and these are pertaining to all the information that we are interested in. Let me just unlock this north arrow and bring it here. Right, let me also unlock the scale bar and it is peeping out over here. Let me bring it. Okay. Control Z. Let me just bring this go up, bring this scale bar here and bring this here. Okay. All right. Anything else that you would want to add? Like you would want to make multiple maps, right? You would want to make a study area map. For example, let's say if I want to shift this is right now it is not really in order, right? So I will make this.
I have, ma'am, made a CSV file of sample locations and lat long
Okay.
yesterday. So shall
Okay.
I share that?
You want to add it here, then the process is what? We come here, we say layer, add layer. Under add layer, we have to go to add delimited text layer. Then we import that particular file. Once we import that file, then we tell the system that it is a CSV file. Then we change point coordinates. X value will be our longitude, y value will be our latitude, and then what do? We go for saying add and then close so that your samples will come. Add, close, right? This is what we do to bring our samples. You may try doing that, bringing your samples on India map and do that. I'm trying to just see map 7 properties. Map 7 is locked maybe. No, it's not locked. What's the problem? Okay. I'm thinking that I will stop here. Anybody, unless anybody has a problem, right?
Ma'am,
You want
just now you added the CSV file, but it is not showing in this map all the locations.
locations must have come there. So what do? We go to our canvas and here we right click on the samples and say zoom to layer, the very first on top, zoom to layer, so that we will go to our samples will be displayed, right? Could you do that?
I have not done one. It is showing, but I have not done that. But
Okay.
just we have to click on the OK. It will automatically go to that.
Yes, yes,
File.
yes. It will automatically come there. It might not be visible to you because your what is that? Point of view might be somewhere else. So we right click on the samples, zoom to layer, and we will reach there. Right? Any other
Right,
any
ma'am.
other problem? Yeah, done that. Could you do it?
Yeah, ma'am, I will practice that.